Lord have mercy, my baby!
This Angstrom chucked Oliver across the room. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Debbie on this heads up play. She see that little nigga Oliver about to go out of bounds, but what did she do? Said, book it off the line. It makes the snag in bounds with contact. That is a true number one wide receiver right there. Tennessee Titans to spy and watch this man's every single move. This man is obsessed. He is now turned into a multiversal stalker. Look at all this footage he has. Bro has his whole life recorded in a VOD. And oh my God, I just thought about it. He was probably watching Mark and Eve go to Pound Town.
Oh my goodness!
What's up, you guys? I hope you're having a blessed day, and we've got back with another banger for you today. And this is part 2 to the Angstrom Levy fight against Mark. Mark here finally decides to lock in and put in that work against Angstrom to show him that who he really is and that he is invincible. But let's get straight into the action. While we're wasting time, let's jump back in.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy, my baby!
This Angstrom chucked Oliver across the room. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Debbie on this heads up play. She see that little nigga Oliver about to go out of bounds, but what did she do? Said, book it off the line. It makes the snag in bounds with contact. That is a true number one wide receiver right there. Tennessee Titans, make the fucking call, please. So some more time passes as Angstrom continues to terrorize the family and gets smacked by a Fortnite gun. It got to a point where Debbie said, nah, I gotta fight back. I gotta get this chopped nigga out of my house. So she gets up and hits him over the head with a vase. But bro felt nothing with that big ass cranium of his. He
maybe dangerous.
Good God, nigga. Assault! I ain't gonna lie, there's gotta be a new level of hatred that's just been unlocked. This gorilla back-fisted this man's mother. That is fucking OD. Like, I get you hate the but beating on the man's mama that ain't got nothing to do with this is crazy. But Angstrom being Angstrom found a way to hate this man's mother too. He basically started telling her, you think you're innocent in all this, don't you? Oh, bitch, please, this is all your fault. Because at the end of the day, you were the one who opened up your legs for a space tyrant.
I mean, did he lie?
He's gonna rot in hell for what you
just fine Undertaker. Then what? She smacks his face.
That dog in hell.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Never mind. This is OD. Like, this nigga is clinically insane. I think at this point, everybody should have a idea how it's going to deal. Let us continue. As we see this man holding Oliver with a leg. Oh my God, child be out to man. So after Angstrom finished torturing this man's family, he opens up another portal to bring Mark back after sending this man through the multiverse of madness. I mean, look at this dude. This man has been through hell and back. But Mark made a great heads up play here. You see, he didn't rush through the portal and try to blitz Angstrom. This man just stood there and waited. So when Angstrom popped his head through the portal, Mark moves this nigga out of nowhere and plants him on the ground.
Smart.
And this is when Mark sees the damage that Angstrom has done. He looks over to his left and sees his mother on life support and his little brother crying. And he just smirked at him. This man is a sick bastard. So Mark starts crashing out as he should. You can't let them beat up on your mama and have him breathing the next day. Hell no. That nigga's dying. So Mark had Angstrom planted in the road, but Angstrom started laughing at him and throws him off of him with ease. And this is when he reveals to Mark that the people that rebuilt his body also gave him some super strength. He stops Mark across the block. And this is where this fight just gets insane. Angstrom runs up to him and punches him to another dimension. And he just starts beating the hell out of this man throughout the entire multiverse. Straight up mollywopping his ass. And he's not even giving him a chance.
This is a good sequence. It kind of reminds...
And man, I ain't gonna lie to you.
This is a great sequence. It really reminds me of flipping Savitar versus the Flash in the CW Flash. Those who know about the scene I'm talking about know.
I feel so bad for these people right here because they are another case of invincible collateral damage. Angstrom comes through the portal and pushes both of them through portals to a random dimension. Now, we have no clue where they landed, but I'm 99% sure wherever they probably got sent, it's probably not good. I mean, there's an entire Walking Dead dimension, so I'm gonna just go ahead and call it. That's a double homicide. Or who knows, man? They could have been sent to Beverly Hills. But anyways, Angstrom just starts smacking Mark through multiple dimensions again. This man Mark really got his ass whooped by a chop nigga throughout the multiverse. And then here come Angstrom talking like,
you know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So he starts choking Mark and looks like it's gonna come to an end again. Like every time this man fights, it looks like he's about to die. Like, nigga, fight back.
Bro,
so
really
Mark finally lands a punch after getting whooped the entire time. And this is when Mark really locked in. Because Angstrom told this man, after I have the satisfaction of killing you, I'm gonna go back and kill your mother. Then the purple little shit.
What did you say, nigga?
So Mark, hearing this, fully embraced the crash out. Mark rushed Angstrom and sent him flying. Boom, this stupid ass made that nigga start rolling midair. And there was no more holding back. He started beating the hell out of this man. Bro flew down and started mashing them buttons like a God of War quick time event. Beating the hell out of this man over and over and over and over again. Until all that was left of his face was just straight up mush. Finally putting the psychotic man down.
One of the biggest beatdowns in all of TV. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Name me a bigger one-sided beatdown than Mark versus Angstrom. The funny thing is, the only real contender is flipping his dad, Omni-Man versus Mark. Really goes to show this one Invincible and its beatdowns are just insane. It really reminded me of kind of like the JJK jumping scenes. Sometimes you just have to get on top of them and just give it ham, but they're always entertaining scenes to watch. But let's continue.
So we thought, this man somehow survived. Bro somehow still had the will to somehow open up a portal to the technicians so they could rebuild him again. And guess what this man does right after he's been rebuilt? He starts sending drones to spy and watch this man's every single move. This man is obsessed. He is now turned into a multiversal stalker. Look at all this footage he has. Bro has his whole life recorded in a VOD. And oh my God, I just thought about it. He was probably watching Mark and E go to Pound Town.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, look
He
at him.
really
He's in
was.
the fucking chair. This man is a freak.
You's a freaky ass nigga!
The Angstrom trial.
Let's keep going.
Holy shit.
I'm not gonna read those out for obvious reasons, but you guys.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, the
Let's go.
Invincible War. Now, if you didn't think Angstrom could get even crazier than he already was, oh boy, let me tell you, because this shit was beyond psychotic. So Angstrom decided, I want to ruin Mark's life even more. So how should I ruin his life
Destroy
exactly?
his
Get
name.
every single evil version of Invincible and attack his world. Like, nigga, what? Ain't that the nigga that killed your son? Like, what are we doing for real? This idiot grabbed all of the Invincibles that he should hate and told them, go fuck up the good Invincibles world. So this man launches
It
a
is true.
attack.
It is truly so psychotic. It's kind of insane. The very one here, Sinister Mark, who's the reason, it was like one of the worst ones out of all of them, who's like the main reason for one of the main Angstrom's like pain and suffering. He recruits him into his plan to defeat the one good Mark, and then this guy goes, he's just letting these guys go free. It's crazy work, and it's sheer madness at this point. But I suppose that's what happens when you have like what 20, 30 different personalities all merged as one. It's really hard to put logic to reason when something so messed up happens. But it is truly psychotic, but it is what it is, I suppose.
The entire planet with a bunch of evil marks, and they went on a rampage,
They put in the
destroying
work.
everything in their path. The White House, cooked. The Pentagon, cooked. The Empire State Building, cooked. The fact that he told them to hit those spots, yeah, all right, buddy, you're a test. About to start calling his ass Angstrom Levy the way he moved.
Brilliant
and they
scene,
just didn't
though.
stop at those locations. Oh no, they decided to also hit prisons. So anybody that was locked up in that hole, they out. And man, oh man, we lost some people. My nigga Rex, man. Now, if y'all don't know, I used to hate Rex a lot. I mean, let me pull up the old Omni-Man
Rex
video real quick.
blows.
Look how he just bitch slaps Rex, bro. I enjoyed that shit way too much. Play that shit again.
Rex goes
Obviously,
like
if you
so
cannot tell,
much,
I do not like Rex.
especially against the
I
Lizard
hated
League.
this nigga. But over time, he grew on me. And man, my nigga had to blow himself up to save the fucking team, bro. Massive death. All thanks to you-know-who. Fucking Angstrom, man. Now, at least this nigga Rex went out like a G. You know who didn't go out like a G, though? Trash-ass Immortal and the Guardians of the Globe. These niggas stop. This Invincible with no goggles whooped their asses. Look at Black Samson knocked the fuck out and sleeping. But I mean, hell, he already used to this. Look at duplicating all her clone sorry asses. Dead as hell. Why the f is she even on the team? Like, be for real, she's a jobber. She sucks. And then the Martian. I don't know why he's here either. He sucks. If these are the heroes that are supposed to save me in this world,
It's
then
really
shit, my
pathetic.
death is pre-ordered. Because these niggas ain't saving shit. So the last people standing was Darkwing and Immortal. And they were
I mean, they
getting
lost all
blown.
races.
Darkwing almost died the same way the first Darkwing.
They lost all respect when they lost the Mauler twins. The Mauler twins, you know, basically flipping runs of the series. Crazy work.
Getting slammed to the ground like that. And then here comes the worst superhero ever. So he starts piecing up Immortal, punches him into the ground, then slams into him feet first. And it was raps for Immortal. Dude just stomped on his neck, decapitating him, then decided to kick up his head and throw it at Kate, killing the last clone. And the entire Guardians of the Globe were cooked. And man, the amount of heroes that died in these attacks were insane. Heroes got dropped like flies left and right, as these Invincibles almost destroyed every major city. Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Paris, Moscow, Tokyo, London. They laid waste to everything. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people dead. And who were these attacks led by? None other than Angstrom Levy. So charge-wise here, these all go under a massive crimes against humanity. Because this man just tried to end the world just for people to hate Mark. This man is clinically insane. So 3 days later after the attacks are over, Angstrom tells all the Invincibles to meet up over Mark's house. So when Angstrom pulled up in front of all of them, he told them, "Excellent work, everybody. You have done an amazing job. Not only did you fuck up his whole planet, but now when people think of Invincible, they'll all think of this glorious day. Now go find that nigga." But the other Invincibles were like, "Nah, we're done. Now where's your part of the bargain, buddy? You're supposed to give us dimensions to conquer." So they all decided to turn on Angstrom, but Angstrom knew this would happen. He already had a contingency plan. He summons a bunch of portals and sends them to another dimension where they can never escape. So they're basically all gonna die in there, or just fight amongst each other until they all die. So we're just gonna count them as more bodies, because they're gonna die eventually. So finally, Mark pulls up to fight Angstrom, because he knew it was Angstrom that did all this, because he's the only person that would ever think of some sick shit like this. Also, he thought he killed him. He thought bro was dead, but Angstrom was like, "No, no, no, you hit like a bitch." So he starts beating Mark's ass with all these drones. He's just doing this so nonchalant, hands behind the back and everything while floating down. This man is such a villain. So Angstrom just spammed the drones the entire fight to zone this man out. He was not letting Mark get close to even touching him. And when Mark finally did get close, this man summoned a giant wave of just drones that just grabbed him and just planted him in the ground. And I know this entire fight, Mark had to be mad as hell, because Angstrom is fighting like a straight pussy. Bro was just spamming projectiles. I would be losing it. And he's talking shit saying, "Ooh, what's wrong? Can't get close to hit me." This nigga's such a dickhead, man. So Angstrom was trying to push him back into a portal. And the reason why he was trying to push him back in a portal is because he wanted to trap him in there while he finished destroying the world and kills everybody that he loves and cares about. So Mark, hearing this, got a rage boost. He went straight through the drones and choked Angstrom. So while he was choking him, Oliver came down and told him, "Hey, that was the same freaking nigga that beat me when I was a baby. Yo, boom that nigga." But Mark hesitated, and that gave Angstrom an opening. A drone comes and smacks him, and Angstrom just starts falling back into his portal. But while he was falling back, Mark flew up and tried to catch him. So he grabbed his arm, but Angstrom cut off the portal, cutting off his arm to make his retreat. And after all that, after everything that he did, this motherfucker got away. Got away with everything. Again. Unbelievable. The Angstrom trial. The verdict. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at this massive list of atrocities, anybody else that would have this stat line would make the round table. But Angstrom, however, asylum. No ands, ifs, buts, or ors. This psychotic megamind ass nigga is insane. Hating the only good Invincible, breaking into his house and torturing his family, then gathering all the evil ones, the ones that you should hate, and sent them to destroy the world of the only good Invincible. Oh, and let me not forget, stalking him and his girlfriend, and the entire family at that. Yeah, nah, nigga, lock this motherfucker up. And you know what's crazy? This man's not even done yet. He's gonna do some more stupid shit in the future. I'm just letting you know in advance. But yeah, man, that is it for this trial. Yo, shouts out Angstrom for being the first man to fail a roundtable trial. His name will go down in history for being a psychotic bitch-ass nigga.
Wow. Wow. Good video by our CJ. Always was banging videos with excellent commentary. But I do agree, Angstrom was just sheer badness. I guess it's what happens when you put somebody, a genius mind, and you serve 100 different versions of him all in one. Shake the head a little bit and see what happens. It's just sheer madness. Depression led on depression. No good can naturally come out of it. But a very good video, and the judgment I think is appropriate because in terms of actual atrocities that he's done is really up there. Like, when I think of atrocities, I'm always thinking like Doflamingo. If he's ever done one, I'll look through his catalogue to see he's done one for Doflamingo. He's up there with him because it's just sheer, the breadth and the depth of the badnesses is truly at an all-time high. It's not just a petty mass murderer, even though that is bad, but you stack on all these other ones, it makes him as truly quite the villain. But that was the video. Sorry I had to do this part 2, but I feel like shorter videos are easier to digest and react to without you guys getting bored of it. But if you have any videos you want me to specifically speak about, let me know in the comments below. But that was the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time,